Hi lovelies, welcome back to UG Update. So guys, on this video, let's talk about the Strings of Love series, guys. And we're talking about quite an interesting episode that will be going down in the Strings of Love series pretty very soon. Guys, this episode is quite very interesting, so please don't go anywhere. Watch the video to the very end to find out the drama that is about to unfold. But before I continue to the video, lovelies, if you are yet to subscribe to UG Updates, please click on the subscription button and subscribe. Don't also forget, guys, to give the video a thumbs up. Alright, lovelies, let's dive straight into the video. So guys, the episode starts with Manbeer plans Angad and Amu's engagement tomorrow in Gurdwara. Jaslyn then says they need to celebrate Angad and Amu's engagement. Sahiba passes by and feels upset hearing that. Gary also stands upset. Jaslyn then asks what happened to him. Gary then says he is good. Jaslyn asks him to congratulate Angad, but Gary walks to Angad and says if he agreed for engagement to Amu because of Sahiba. Angad asks him not to take her name, he is trying to move on. Gary then asks why didn't he move on the past 5 years and why now in Panasa because Sahiba is here. Angad denies and walks away. Then Angad passes by footwear area where Akeer is performing service. Akeer waves hands to his friend. Dioji then says Akeer does everything perfectly. He is a perfectionist. Manbeer then thinks Akeer is just like Angad. While Akeer asks Diljit why don't he wear a turban when he wears a scarf and Angad always wears a turban. Diljit stands speechless. Then Akeer asks Angad if he would teach him how to tie a turban when he grows up. Angad agrees, but then Akeer tells Manbeer that he would not give her shoes as she didn't reply to his sorry. Manbeer shakes hands and says it's okay. So back to the room, Manbeer tells Jaslyn that Akeer has Angad's shadow in him. Jaslyn says even she feels so, but if Akeer was Angad's son, Sahiba would have informed Angad. Manbeer then says she wants to get Akeer's records. Jaslyn then says they need to do it carefully before Angad and Amu's engagement tomorrow. The next day, Sahiba paints the hospital pediatric ward and tells Diljit that she feels something is wrong and doesn't want to send Akeer to Mila. Diljit says he is there to protect Akeer in Mila, but Sahiba asks them to go and let her come later. The doctor praises Sahiba's art, but then Manbeer reaches the hospital and bribes the nurse to get Akeer's birth records. Sahiba notices her and thinks what is Manbeer doing here? The nurse asks Manbeer to tell the mother and baby's names. Manbeer then says Akeer. The nurse checks and says there is no baby named Akeer in their records. Sahiba on the other hand was asking what she wants to know about her son and wants her to stay away from her son just like she asked her to stay away from her son. Manbeer then walks away while Sahiba thinks if Manbeer is Akeer's secret friend. The nurse offers a check to Sahiba for her artwork. She rushes to Mila when Diljit doesn't pick the call and searches for Akeer. Diljit picks the call and pranks her in a different voice. Sahiba then gets worried for Akeer and wants him to return her son. Akeer and Diljit comes from behind laughing and say they just pranked her. Sahiba gets angry on them, while a masked man watches them hiding. In another scene, Angad walks with his family ready for engagement. Then Aminda welcomes them and says Amu is waiting for Angad. While in another hand, Sahiba paints Akeer's face. Bani walks to her and asks her to paint even her face. Sahiba asks her name, then Bani says she is Baniko Pawaja. Then Sahiba finds Gary in front of her. Gary moves and shows Kirat, but then Sahiba gets emotional seeing Kirat and hugs her. Diljit walks to them and greets Gary, but then Sahiba asks if he knows him. Diljit says he is Siriji's brother Gary and introduces Sahiba to Gary. Gary then says Bani wants to play with a swinger. While Diljit takes Bani away, Kirat tells Sahiba they couldn't stop Angad's engagement and hence and not attending Angad's engagement. Bani then returns and falls down, while Sahiba pampers Bani. Kira then tells Gary that they shall take Bani to the hotel room and perform her bandage there. In Angad's scene, Angad and Amu's engagement starts. Then Angad recalls Inda, telling that he can't get a life partner better than Sahiba. He recalls quality time spent with Sahiba, while Sahiba, in the other hand, gets Akeer on his swinger, and then Diljit thinks is the best opportunity to propose to Sahiba. He makes an announcement on the mic seeing Sahiba's attention. Then Sahiba turns. A masked man waves at Akeer, but Akeer gets out of the swinger and leaves with the man. Diljit tells Sahiba that he loves her, while Sahiba is shocked to not find Akeer in the swinger and shouts his name. Diljit rushes to her, but then Sahiba says Akeer is not in the swinger. Diljit then stops the swinger, while Sahiba asks Akeer's friend about his friend. The friend then says Akeer went with a lion costume wearing man. Then Sahiba recalls Akeer talking about a secret man repeatedly. Wow, guys, that's quite a lot that went down on this episode. At first, actually, Angad, is he really going to continue with this engagement thing with Amu? We'll still find out as we go ahead in the Strings of Love series. And also now, Manbeer is growing suspicious about Akeer. Guys, what do you think all this is going to be leading to? Please drop what you think about that on the comment section. And as you do that, please don't forget that this is still UG Updates. In case if you are yet to subscribe to UG Updates, please click on the subscription button and subscribe. Don't also forget, guys, to give the video a thumbs up. Alright, lovelies, that'll be a wrap. Thank you guys for watching up to this point. I really love you guys, and I'll see you guys on my next video.